Okay, so this is how you use the Colmex account there, okay? This is actually a really great trading platform for anyone that's struggling with the PDT rule, doesn't have enough buying power. They have different type of funding programs that are readily available at really low cost. Guys, this is by far, I've been in the market for a while, and this is really the cheapest way that you can actually get into the market and say, can I actually be a trader? If you can trade this platform, you don't even. This is basically the platform that you will utilize to actually put in your trades. You can use any other charting software that you want to. I actually use TOS or Thinkorswim for all my charting, but this is the actual main platform where you'll actually place your trades. One of the programs that I would recommend, the one that I actually started with, was for $3,000. They're going to give you $80,000 worth of buying power, and then also a maximum loss of $4,000. That's just a great program because it gives you a lot of buying power to buy these bigger stocks, that have movement, that have great ATR in them, so that you can get to, like, my goal typically on a daily basis is $200. So, but let's take a look and see how we kind of do this on a daily basis and how I will set this up. So this morning, if you can look to right over here, to the right hand of all this information. So I looked at BIDU over 252, BABA over 176, LIN over 6150, and then PAYX over 6150. I believe that was incorrect. So let's do this here. Yeah, so it's actually 5450. So no problem. So it looks like every one of those trades are a long trade setup. So we'll just go over here, and then we'll just put in BIDU, and there's the stock currently in the current marketplace. But just imagine if you're actually looking at this here before the market opens, then all I would do is go to stop limit. My stop price, I'm going to put it 1 penny over what was suggested there for the entry level, so it was 152. So what I'm going to do is do it at 152.01, and then on the stop limit order with Colmex, they do require a spread or a limit price within 5 cents. So then 152.06, and there you go. It doesn't look like we'll be anywhere triggered. So this right here, you can actually change your size to anything that you want. It doesn't matter. I recommend always starting slow until you nail the bankroll. But this is all you have to do. Hit enter buy. And if you can see over here now on the trade manager over here to this side here, that's where all the information went. And so if it ever gets over 52.01, it'll trigger, and then it'll try to find the price between 52.01 and 52.06. And if it does trigger, you'll notice it goes from this trade manager box to the account manager box, and it's going to put you into the trade, and you're going to be going good. You're going to be good to go there already. Okay, and so, but that's what I'll do for every one of them. But the market has to be open. So these are I go to every single one of these boxes. The other one was BABA. Again, imagine this is pre-market, and so I'm just putting this in so that I'm ready to go. I'd definitely be ready to go when the market opens. So then I do the stop limit. I'm going to get my stop price here. And so I wanted BABA over 176. So understand, guys, that these are really big stocks, so we have to give them some room. Typically it's going to be about a 1-to-1. So if 176, I'm going to typically give it that 1-to-1 ratio. So I want my stop loss will probably be about 175, and I'm looking for about 177 out of the stock, unless there's some big moves out of the marketplace or big moves out of this BABA stock there that shows me differently. But again, 176.01, and then it has to be a 5-cent spread, so 176.06. And then what I would do is, once the market opened, I would just hit buy over here, and you'll notice it'll get transferred over here into this box over here with the BIDU. And all these are already all set up. So once they're in this other trade manager box, I can actually get ready for myself to go ahead, and once it actually triggers into there, I will just go into the marketplace to sell my shares. So I will go to market, and if I have 200 or I have, 200 between 300 shares with these stocks, because again, Colmex is doing a great thing with giving you the buying power for these stocks, because who can really afford a $250 stock, $100 and almost $80 stock with the money that they have in there? Colmex is giving you that buying power so that you can enter into these plays, because these plays are what can easily make you some money. But yes, they can also easily lose you some money, but you don't have to be in the marketplace for very long. And these are the stocks that actually move, because especially like over here on Alibaba, look at that volume, over 4 million, and we barely even started the day. So these are the lucrative stocks that money is going into. I will tell you, with these bigger price stocks, what the biggest thing to do is to find their trend. If they're trending up, you have to give them a little bit of room, but they typically will still continue that trend there on them. So if they are in a downtrend on the daily, what I typically will do is I'll look on the daily chart. Here's the daily chart. If you can see, Baba's actually trending up. See, it's an uptrend, and it's up here, but it's still uptrending here for the later part. So that's what you want to see, is the overall trend going up, and then you actually going along with that. Then the same thing on LEN. So I'll just put it down over here, LEN, and then the price was 54.50. And so I always do a penny over what the recommended price is, so that I can make sure I get the proper fill. And so I just go to here to market and stop limit 54.51. Again, it's 5-cent spread, 54.56. And then all I would do is make sure I hit my share size and then hit buy. But then again, I just get out with the marketplace. So all you do is hit market, and then this P button is going to just basically put in the actual amount of shares that you still have in the actual trade. You just hit P, and it'll actually put, like, say if you have 300 in the account manager that you're actually trading, it'll put that 300 in there. And then this up and down arrow, you can actually switch over there. So if you just want to take a partial of your position, or if you want to take the whole thing, and then you just simply hit sell, and you'll be out of the trade automatically there. They do offer really good feels. Their execution is very fast on this trading platform. That's why I definitely like this, and I definitely would recommend it. Like I was saying, guys, I've been looking at it, testing out a lot of different ones, and it's really hard to find anything that's else like out there. And depending on how many shares that you actually do trade, their commissions are relatively low. You can, with these kind of stocks, I'm typically trading anywhere from about 100 to 300 shares, and that's typically costing me maybe round trip probably between $3 to $5. Again, that's round trip, guys. Most places that you're going to, they're going to charge you, at the very least $5 to enter and $5 to exit. So that's $10. So just imagine yourself of how many trades that you may be placing on a yearly basis. I trade a lot. If it costs me just $10 to actually execute a trade, that's a lot of money that I'm losing out on the marketplace there. I don't have enough room for this other PAYX, but all you would do, you can either add it onto this one, or actually on my desktop, I do have a lot of these other trading boxes here that I will actually just make sure I have them up and ready, so that my order, all I have to do is hit buy. It's going to get into the trade manager, and I'm ready to go. But let's just do an example, just PAYX. So I just hit enter, and then I look at my chart here. So over 61.50. So all I'll do is change this market to 61.50. Actually 61.51, because again I just do a penny over the price, and then 61.56, and then all I have to do when the market opens, if that share price is really close to that, I'll just hit buy. See, right now it's not going to trigger me even at 50